Yeah, what I know, amazing. I'm alive. I've been on the channel for like 5 months. But hello, welcome today. My name is PGP, and today we're going to be talking about this thing, the Evercade, and what we're going to. You've always probably read the title, and it's about fighting games. Which, to be fair, first of all, the Evercade. If you don't know what it is, it's a cartridge-based handheld. You've got your carts. They have between 2 and 20 games on them, which these are anything from homebrew games, from like little indie devs, homebrew games like Flea for the Game Boy and whatever, and classic Atari games and Namco games and all that sort of stuff. And my head's getting chopped by the camera because of where I positioned it. But basically, right, we all know retro gaming. We've all seen it. We all know that a lot of the big stuff like the Mario's, they're not going to get like Mario now. But so now I do want to know. It's about fighting games, because this thing can run you up to PlayStation 1. It can run, Game Boy. It can run Neo Geo. It can run Sega Mega Drive. It can run arcade games. And currently, across the 26 cards that have been announced and obviously the ones that have been released as well, there are only 3 fighting games on this thing. Now, what are those 3 fighting games? Well, you've got Clay Fighter, Clay Fighter 2, and you've also got the game History of Fighters. I believe it's History of Fighters, I'm not entirely sure. But that's 3, right? And let's be fair, if you're not a retro gamer, you've probably never heard of any of them. Because, well, they're not really big franchises anymore. So, this is sort of like a weird video. Because I'm genuinely, it's just basically asking like Blaze Entertainment, like, what's next? Where's all the fighting games, Because you've got the VS coming out, there's a home console, which is like the whole big thing is always got couch co-op and whatnot. Okay, give me some fighting games so I can hook it up, invite my cousin around, and we can like play Mortal Kombat or something like that. I get it. I get you'll probably never ever get something like Street Fighter or some of the other big ones, but something like the original Mortal Kombat games, or not Mortal Kombat. Maybe you get KI, Killer Instinct. If maybe you get a deal with Rare, I'm not entirely sure how that would work because Rare's owned by Microsoft. Or you can go to SNK. I know the SNK that exists now isn't the same one that existed back then, but they still own most of the assets. Or maybe I think Pico Interactive owns a few fighting games. It'd just be nice. Or you could go to Sega, because I heard rumors a while back that they were talking to Sega about making cartridges for the Evercade. And basically what it is, I need to learn to speak, but basically what it is with this, they could get Virtua Fighter, like the classic Virtua Fighter games, and that would just be, do you mind? That would just be amazing, because genuinely, like, there's just hundreds, well, not hundreds, but there's dozens of fighting games out there that this thing could run. I like a good bit of fighting games. I like taking a fighting game on the go at me. I have like several games on my PSP and my Switch that are fighting games. So it'd be nice to get some more fighting games on there. And personally, I'd like the original Mortal Kombat, maybe Street Fighter, maybe King of Fighters from SNK. Maybe they'd get Virtua Fighter, like I said, or maybe some of the other more obscure ones, the lesser known ones, which I've probably never heard of. Because remember, people are going to think this is weird. I collect games with the Evercade, right? I have 10 and 16 cartridges. I have the system, and I'm not even 20. Genuinely, I have this system, have most of the games, and most of the companies I've heard of, a lot of the companies, but most of the games I've never heard of because they're like 30 years before my time. So just saying, it'd be nice if Blaze was able to come up with some deals to get more fighting games on the system and on the home console version, because the home console version has been selling like hotcakes. Like the Founders Edition came out like on pre-order a few days ago. It was only 5,000 units, and they've sold out nearly instantly. Like literally, like within a day or two, it was sold out. So that was really cool. It was really cool to see that there is an interest in the system, and I think a lot of people who want to do couch co-op would enjoy having be able to do couch co-op with some fighting games. More than just Clay Fighter. I've played Clay Fighter, it's a bit slow, and I played the History of Fighters, which it's a decent game, but it's no Street Fighter 2. It's no Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Alpha. How many versions of Street Fighter 2 there are? There's like 6 of them. Yeah, but let me know. Like, what do you think, guys? What's your opinion? Do you want to see more fighting games on this thing, on the Evercade? And if so, comment down below which ones you think you want to see and which ones you think basically get their hands on. And until then, this is PGP signing out.